To talk about the scientific revolution. The scientific revolution occurred in the mid-1500s, and it was basically change in science, especially during the 16th and the 17th centuries. It did not only change science, but also change people's way of thinking about the natural world. It made them more open-minded, made them question their beliefs, made them question things around them and observe things carefully. But unfortunately, the church did not approve their ideas because the church usually likes to give information and give beliefs that you have to follow without questioning. Next on, we're going to talk about the factors that led to the scientific revolution. People started to question their beliefs. They started to observe carefully what's happening around them. They were introduced new plants and animals. Scientists wanted to take credits for their conclusions, and they pursued more knowledge because they started using their brains. Next on, we have the advantages of the scientific revolution. Scientists now were able to pursue and were able to take credit for their conclusions. Religion and science were two separate things. People did not combine them again. They allowed development in math and science. And people started to respect nature, and they started to respect each other and their ideas. Most importantly, there were less false beliefs and more scientific facts. Next on, we have the scientific method. Scientific method, it's a logical procedure for gathering and testing information. It took some steps. Number one, you observe something and ask questions. Number two, you form a hypothesis. Number three, you test the hypothesis. Number four, if the hypothesis works well, then you're good to go and you're working good. If it did not work, then you need to change it. Now I want to talk about the importance of the scientific method in different fields. We have tools, medicine, and chemistry. For tools, they invented the microscope, and they invented tools for the weather. In medicine, scientists knew how the heart pumped blood, and they knew the human body parts, and they did a vaccination. In chemistry, they knew that things were made out of water, air, earth, and fire, and they knew that Robert Boyle and other scientists separated water from air. Now we're going to talk about the scientists in the scientific revolution. We have Nicholas Copernicus. Nicholas Copernicus, he's a Greek scientist. He did the heliocentric theory that the sun is centered and other planets and the moon revolve around it. He studied planets and stars. His works was not published until his death. Next on, we have Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei, he's an Italian scientist. He made the telescope to study the planets. He found out three things. Found that the sun had spots, that the Earth's moon was rough, and Jupiter had moons. We're going to talk about Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton is an English scientist. He described the law of gravity using mathematics. He applied this to two things: the motion of planets and the bodies on Earth. Thank you.